What if the thing draining your energy, confidence, and desire isn't aging, but something you're still able to fix? Most men don't realize they have low testosterone until it's already too late. The symptoms creep in quietly. Loss of drive, fading confidence, strange fatigue, and they're easily mistaken for normal aging. But the reality is harsh. Ignoring these subtle signals can cost you your vitality, relationships, and even your identity. And the most dangerous part, these signs often look like nothing at first. In this video, you'll discover the 7 critical symptoms of low testosterone most men overlook, why catching them early can change your life, and exactly what to do about them. And pay close attention, because symptom number 4 is something almost every man experiences, but almost none recognize until it's already caused damage. Knowing these signs might just give you your life back. One of the earliest signs of low testosterone is a quiet loss of drive, not just in the bedroom, but in life. You stop feeling motivated to initiate intimacy, take on new challenges, or even do the things you used to enjoy. It creeps in slowly, so it's easy to blame stress or aging. But deep down, something feels different, off. It's not about willpower, it's about biochemistry changing your internal rhythm. Testosterone fuels more than your sex life. It powers ambition, curiosity, and that inner spark that makes you feel like a man in motion. When levels drop, your get up and go starts to vanish. You may still love your partner. You may still care about your work. But the fire that used to push you forward fades into background noise. According to a Cleveland Clinic survey, over 40% of men over 45 report this feeling, yet only a fraction ever get tested. Most men don't notice until that disinterest becomes a pattern. And by then, relationships start to feel distant and daily life becomes dull. But recognizing this shift early can change everything, because when you bring back the right hormones, that natural spark starts to return, and it often shows up in the most surprising places. There's a special kind of fatigue that low testosterone brings, the kind that sleep can't fix. You might get 7 or 8 hours, but still feel heavy, slow, and drained the next morning. It's not laziness. It's not just age. It's your body running low on the very hormone that fuels recovery, energy, and muscle repair overnight. The tank is full, but the fuel is weak. Testosterone helps regulate your sleep cycles, your mood, and your physical strength. When levels drop, your deep sleep suffers, and so does your body's ability to recharge. That's why you can wake up feeling like you barely slept. And when this becomes normal, everything starts to feel harder. Thinking, moving, deciding. A 2019 study in Sleep Health Journal linked low testosterone to reduced slow-wave sleep and lower morning alertness. This exhaustion isn't just physical. It seeps into your mental and emotional state. You stop planning ahead, you avoid commitments, and the things that once gave you energy now feel like chores. But there's a way to reverse that decline, and it starts by understanding how hormone balance affects your mornings more than most men realize. Low testosterone doesn't just affect your body, it affects your emotions too. You might find yourself snapping at loved ones, feeling down for no clear reason, or losing patience faster than usual. These mood swings often catch men off guard, especially when they've always seen themselves as calm and steady. Suddenly, you're reacting, not responding. What's happening under the surface is hormonal imbalance. Testosterone helps regulate your emotional resilience, your ability to stay calm, confident, and mentally sharp under pressure. When levels drop, small problems feel bigger, and things that never used to bother you suddenly push you over the edge. Studies from Harvard Medical School confirm that low T is linked to depressive symptoms and irritability. Many men blame stress, work, or even their partners for these changes. But the real issue might be internal. Once you recognize that your mood isn't just off but hormonally affected, you can begin to take control. And the next place to look for signs? It's right in the mirror and around your waistline. As testosterone levels drop, body composition begins to change, even if your habits stay the same. You might notice your belly getting softer, your chest losing firmness, and your arms shrinking little by little. It's not just about weight. It's about where that weight is going and what your body is no longer building. Your reflection starts to feel unfamiliar. Testosterone plays a huge role in muscle maintenance and fat distribution. When it's low, your body stores more fat around the abdomen and loses lean muscle mass. This doesn't just affect your appearance. It slows your metabolism, reduces strength, and even increases your risk for chronic conditions like diabetes and heart disease. The Mayo Clinic has highlighted this pattern as one of the clearest external signs of hormonal imbalance. The tricky part is that these changes happen gradually, so many men don't act until the damage is done. But when you understand that your waistline isn't just about diet, it's about hormones, you start to see it as a signal. And the next sign might be even more personal, but just as easy to overlook. Brain fog isn't just forgetfulness. It's your brain signaling a deeper issue. Low testosterone often leads to difficulty concentrating, memory lapses, and a mental slowdown that makes you feel unlike yourself. You might reread the same paragraph, or walk into a room and forget why. It feels like you're in a haze even on your best days. Testosterone plays a vital role in cognitive sharpness. It influences dopamine and other neurotransmitters that affect attention, memory, and motivation. When those levels drop, your mind loses its edge. Even simple decisions can feel overwhelming, and your confidence in solving problems or leading conversations starts to decline. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Neuroscience confirms the link between testosterone deficiency and impaired cognitive function. This isn't just a nuisance, it's a warning. If your thoughts feel sluggish and your motivation has dipped, it could be hormonal. And often, just as this mental fog settles in, another early indicator emerges, one that appears each morning like clockwork. Morning erections are one of the body's natural report cards for hormonal and vascular health. When testosterone is strong, you typically wake up with firmness, even if there was no sexual dream or stimulation. But when those erections become weak or inconsistent, it's a signal. Not about desire, but about internal function. Testosterone supports the neurological and circulatory systems that trigger these automatic responses. Without it, blood flow weakens and nerves become less responsive. You might not even notice at first, but over time, what was once routine becomes rare. According to the Journal of Sexual Medicine, a decline in morning erections is often one of the earliest physical signs of low T. Pay attention. Your body is talking, and if your mornings have become flat or inconsistent, it's worth investigating. Because what starts in the morning often reflects what's coming at night, and the long-term effects go far beyond the bedroom. But the final sign is perhaps the most subtle and the most vital to reclaiming your edge. Testosterone is more than a sex hormone. It's a driver of ambition. When your levels are optimal, you feel a fire to improve, compete, and lead. You set goals. You act decisively. You handle risk with clarity. But when testosterone drops, that fire dims, and suddenly you're not pushing more, you're drifting. This loss of drive isn't laziness, it's chemical. Low testosterone affects parts of the brain responsible for reward and motivation. What once excited you now feels neutral or burdensome. A report from the Endocrine Society links low T to lower career satisfaction and reduced leadership confidence in aging men. If you found yourself playing it safe, holding back, or just going through the motions, it might not be your mindset. It might be your biology. But here's the truth. When hormone balance returns, that fire can reignite, and often that spark is what transforms everything else. Now let's pull this all together. You've just uncovered the 7 overlooked symptoms of low testosterone that could be silently draining your life. These aren't random signs. They're messages from your body. And the sooner you recognize them, the sooner you can reverse the trend. Testosterone isn't about youth. It's about function, vitality, and reclaiming control. If this resonated with you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. Even sharing one symptom you've noticed can help someone else connect the dots. And if you're ready to take the next step, watch our video on erectile dysfunction in older men, 5 supplements that actually work. It's the perfect follow-up, and it could be the start of your transformation.